and now the UK edition of. And now, from Racer's Garage, it's time for Racer Records. Rock and roll JoePardy. Joining us this week, from the VC channel Richard's Vinyl Tap House. Please welcome Richard. From the VC channel Flat Round and Spun. Please welcome Trevor. And from the VC channel The Vinyl Man. Please welcome Chris. And thanks for being with us in the studio audience. And now, here is the host of Rock and Roll JoePardy, Racer Joe.
I don't know how many of you have seen your avatars before, but it's always fun to watch when they first come up from my perspective, because I think some of you have seen them, but not everybody has. But with that said, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, gentlemen. How's everyone?
Good. Doing well. Well, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So as the intro said, this is the UK edition. The first, the way I was going to do it was try and have three people from the UK, but I could only find Chris. Found the best from the UK anyway. And then I found my two smartest friends that have a lot of knowledge about UK music, and they couldn't do it. So you two are here to help out. That's not fair. That's not true at all. Okay, go up. Bye, Joe. Gotta go. So anyway, yes, this is the UK edition of Rock and Roll JoePardy. The three gentlemen joining us this evening, of course, Trevor Flat Round and Spun, Chris the Vinyl Man, and Richard from Richard's Vinyl Tap House. We'll get into the charities of choice because we've added that aspect. There is a charity for everybody that they've chosen, and I'm going to donate some money to the charity of their choice in the name of the winner. We'll do that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in contestant chat that will come up later on. But let's just get into Rock and Roll JoePardy. We'll make sure that everybody is in the right spot. I go there. Chris goes there. Richard goes there. No, that's not right. Hold on. I'll get everybody in the right spot. There. There. Okay, now everybody's in the right spot. I used to have your logos on the podiums, but they're not there. But we're not starting over at this point. You're beside your charity, if nothing else, right? So there is that. Okay, now let's get the board up, and we'll get that going. There is the game board. We'll get the board into place, and I'm going to move that over to this screen and get started. Everybody's ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to start off with our categories for round one of Rock and Roll JoePardy, the UK edition. London Calling, bands from London. We have In Prince We Trust. It's all about the Prince's Trust Foundation and the concerts that wrap around that. UK VC stars. I'm going to show you a UK VC star, and you're going to just have to tell me who they are, please. You can give me the name of their channel, or you can give me their actual name if you like. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen, songs about the Queen, or the band Queen. So it's either about Queen Elizabeth, and I know she's not in power anymore. I do pay a little bit of attention, and or the band Queen. That's that. Next category is the second wave. Name the song of the second wave bands. And the last category in the first round is UK folklore, folk songs of the UK. We'll see. That one might be a bit of a stretch, but one for sure. I'm pretty sure you'll know one for sure. But hey, so with that said, let me move everybody around again because Trevor moved. And let me make sure that Trevor is the active player because he's in the first place. That's the way it worked out. Trevor, please make your choice as to where we are going to go.
I'm going to start off easy. Let's do London Calling for 200.
All right, London Calling. Again, these are bands from London. I will activate the buzzer. You'll have to buzz in, and you do not have to in the form of a question. You can if you want to. You don't have to. Okay, here we go. In 1986, the band released their third album, True Confessions. The majority of the album was produced by Julian Swain, with the exception of Venus and More Physical. Trevor.
Bananarama?
Bananarama is correct. Yes. There you go. All right. Up next. Where are we going next, sir?
Let's do In Prince We Trust, but
In Prince We Trust for 200. So these are all songs about the UK charity, the Princess Trust. Pardon me, not songs, questions about the UK charity, the Princess Trust. Here we go. The Trust's first ever fundraising concert was held on the 14th of May, 1982 in this English town and was headlined by Status Quo. Fundraising galas and concerts continued through the 80s and the 90s. Name the town. Started off in Birmingham. That's where the first one. Okay. Hey. Trevor, your choice still, please. Where are we going?
let's just go across the board here. Let's do UKVC stars for 200.
All right. So again, I'm going to show you a UK vinyl community star, and all you have to do is either give me the name of their channel or give me their actual name. And again, they can pick categories. As soon as they come up, you are able to buzz in. Here we go. Trevor.
Rob Walker.
That is correct. Rob Walker of Let the Music Play. That is correct. All right. So we know Trevor's buzzer's working. We're not sure if everybody else's buzzer is working or not. Trevor, where are we going?
We'll stick with the UKVC stars for 400.
For 400. Okay, here we go. I don't know their real names, but those are the Vinyl Hunters.
Of course they are. Yes.
Now that you know the answer, it's a lot easier, isn't it? Usually that's how this game works, is when you know the answer, it's a lot easier to answer. Trevor, where to, sir?
Let's stick with it. UKVC stars for 600.
Or 600. Here we go. Richard.
6-inch pianist.
6-inch pianist is correct. I can't remember the one's real name, but yes, that is correct. So there you go. I know the pictures are a little blurry. I apologize. So, but okay, Richard, your choice, please. Where are we going?
Let's stick with that one for 800, please.
Okay, UKVC stars for 800. Here we go. Oh. Chris.
Pilton. Can't remember his first name. Pilton.
But Pilton, you are correct. Yes, Harris Pilton. There you go. Yeah, you got it.
Him earlier.
That's right. You know what? Actually, 1 second. Bear with me here for a moment. Let's ask the judges. Will we accept that? Yes. Judges say we'll accept that. So we're good to go. We're okay. Sorry, I should have had the judges. Lined up earlier, but I did not. So anyway, that's just something new that I wanted to use at some point in case we have, in case we have a discrepancy, we have to have judges. With all of that said, Chris, it is your pick now, please.
Let's just go 1,000 scored.
All right, UKVC stars 1,000. Here we go. That is Martin the Martian at Vinyl, who's who that one was. So I'm somewhat familiar with all of those guys. I don't know if you guys just didn't recognize them or you're just not familiar with them or a combination of both, but I did try and, try as best as I could to pick people I thought, had a pretty decent following anyways. But with that said, that was incorrect. However, Chris, it is still your pick, please, sir.
Let's go with Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen for 200.
Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen. Again, these are either about Queen Elizabeth and or about the band Queen. Here we go. Released during the Queen's Silver Jubilee in 1977 as the Sex Pistols' second single. Richard.
Anarchy in the UK?
Incorrect. Trevor.
God Save the Queen?
God Save the Queen. Correct. Yes, that's correct. Where to, sir?
Let's stick with Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen for 400.
For 4. Here we go. This song was released as a single accompanying Bicycle Race, which features a controversial video of naked models riding around Wimbledon Greyhound Stadium. Trevor.
Fat Bottom Girls?
They make the rock and roll go around. That's such a good song. Such a good song. Yeah. All right. Yes, correct, sir. Where to?
Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen, 600.
600. Here we go. Tacked onto what seems like the close of their Abbey Road album, this Kiss of a track, written by Paul McCartney and utilized on the album's initial sleeve. Trevor.
Her Majesty.
Her Majesty is correct. Yeah. There you go. All right. Where to?
Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen, 800.
This was the lead single from the album of the same name and the last album Freddie Mercury worked on before his death in 1991. Trevor.
Innuendo.
Yes. Not an Italian suppository. It is an album by Queen. Sorry. Bad post jokes. Where to, sir?
Finish out, Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen.
Okay. For 1,000. Ladies and Gentlemen, the Queen. By this song's end, the narrator is in the nude, the Queen is put off, and everyone wants an autograph. From 1993, that was the Pet Shop Boys, Dreaming of the Queen. I'm not familiar with that one. That was a bit of a deep cut, but it was the $1,000 question. So,
Right. True.
yes. So, okay, we're done with 2 categories. Where to, sir?
Let's try the second wave for 200.
Second wave for 200. Here we go. The Police's first and only #1 U.S. hit is generally regarded their signature song and is not a love song. Trevor.
Every Breath You Take.
That is correct. Yes. The Stalker song. In brackets. The Stalker song. Okay, Trevor, your choice, please.
The second wave for 400.
Second wave for 4. Using funk, new wave, and reggae influences, British artist Eddie Grant broke through America with this memorable hit, which we should all rock down to. Richard.
Electric Avenue.
Yes, despite the host not being able to actually scribble out the question, that is the correct answer. Very nice. All right. Okay, Richard, your choice, please.
Let's do Second Wave for 6.
Second wave for 6. The Kinks has the distinction of being part of this 2 British invasion. First one in the 60s alongside the Beatles, Rolling Stones, and The Who, and this one 20 years later, courtesy of this nostalgic hit. Trevor.
Come Dancing?
Come Dancing. And the From Back song a little bit for the Kinks, I think, somewhat. So I prefer Superman myself, but I'll take but yes, the Come Dancing, the answer to the question that was in front of us. Okay, second wave. We got a couple left, but where are we going?
Second wave for 800.
All right, for 800, here we go. Part of the British two-tone ska revival of the late 1970s and early 80s, Madness was already a successful group with several top 10 hits in the UK, such as Baggy Trousers, One Step Beyond, but this song went worldwide. Richard.
Our House.
In the middle of the street. Yes.
How?
It is a catchy one. I like that one. So, Richard, your choice, please.
Oh, let's go for 1,000 second wave.
The second wave for 1,000. Here we go. This Alan Parsons project is used as the entrance music by various U.S. sports teams, most notably the Chicago Bulls. We all know the song, what it sounds like, but not necessarily what it's called. But that is called Sirius. Don't call me Shirley. Richard, your choice, please.
Oh, let's go for the kill over here with UK folklore for 200, please.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Many people know this song from Simon and Garfunkel. However, it actually predates them by several centuries with roots that go back to the medieval times. Trevor.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme?
Incorrect. I don't think that's also called, but we'll see in a second here. We'll argue if we have to.
Oh,
That's not the same song, is it?
I believe so, but it's different names.
No. If that's the same song, I just get
It's the chorus, but yeah.
Okay. All right. I'd bring up the judges, but here, hold on. What did the judges say? The judges say no on this one. I'm sorry. So
That's all right.
okay. So there we go. Let's put the stage back up. Okay, but so that was incorrect, kind of. Richard, your choice still, please.
I'm going to jump back to London Calling for 400.
Okay, once again, these are bands from London. London Calling for 400. This band was formed in Westminster, London. It consisted of 4 seasoned musicians, including 2 former members of Free, singer Paul Rogers, and drummer Simon Kirk. Trevor.
Bad Company.
Bad Company. Correct. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Almost lost it there.
Had it. Lost it, had it again.
Yeah.
Good. That's good. Your choice now, Trevor, please.
Well, London Calling for 600.
London Calling for 6. Here we go. This is an English rock band that came to prominence in the United Kingdom during the new wave period of the late 70s. In the UK, their single Cool for Cats, Up, The Junction, and Labeled with Love were top 10 chart hits. Richard.
Squeeze.
That is correct. Yes, I kind of screwed up one of the titles of the songs there, put a comma where it didn't need to be, but you go on it again. You guys are doing quite well, despite the fact the host has no idea what he's talking about today. All right. Where to, Richard?
Let's stay with London Calling for 8.
London Calling for 8. Here we go. This band, an English heavy metal band formed in Leighton, East London in 1975 by bassist and primary songwriter Steve Harris. Although fluid in the early years of the band's lineup, most of the band's history has consisted of Harris and lead vocalist Bruce Dickinson. Trevor.
The Iron Maiden.
Correct. Our resident, I would like to say our resident metal expert. I think that's safe to say. Chris, are you with us? You're there, yeah?
I'm just listening at this point.
You're doing fine. You're on the board, man. There's still a double jeopardy. Double jeopardy to come. Whatever that is, because that's coming up still. Hey, Trevor, your choice, please.
London Calling for 1,000.
Sharon Osbourne was appointed as manager of this band when they were signed to EMI for the release of their debut album, A Bit of What You Fancy. That was the Choir Boys, and or the London Choir Boys, the one in the same. the whole, we can't use the name here, we can use the name there. So I was days old when I researched that question. I didn't know that Sharon was their manager. So that's a tough album to find too, I think. So I don't have it. I like that album. So not that we needed to know any of that, but you know what the heck. So Trevor, it's your choice still, please.
In Prince We Trust for 400.
In Prince We Trust for 4. With Phil Collins and artist, along with Phil Collins, this artist is known to have performed at the Princess Trust Galas multiple times across the 80s and beyond, making the most likely candidate for the performer the most times. Chris.
Lionel Richie.
Incorrect. Shit. Still out of the hole. You're not in the hole. Anybody else? Trevor.
George Michael?
Also incorrect. Richard, you got a couple of seconds to see if you want to buzz it.
I have no clue, and I don't want to risk it.
That would have been old slow hand, Eric Clapton. So there you go. There's that. Okay, Trevor, your choice still, please.
In Prince We Trust for 1,000.
4,000. In 2010, veteran rockers Queen dusted off some rarely performed songs when they headlined a charity concert in London in aid of the Princess Trust. Name this nautical one. Trevor.
7 Seas of Rye?
Seas of Rye, yes, that is correct. And it happened. You're on boat for that one. So that was a little deep UK trivia, I think, right? A little bit. So Trevor, though, you got that. So your choice, please.
In Prince We Trust for 800.
For 8. On June 15th, 1987, these two Beatles joined forces at London's famed Wembley Arena for a 3-song set to close out the Princess Trust Gala charity concert. The two were George and Ringo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
That's a little bit of a different combination. I mean, Ringo's always kind of around everywhere, but yeah. So George and Ringo was specifically for that one. Trevor, your choice, please. Still.
Let's close out In Prince We Trust for 600.
For 6, okay. In 1976, King Charles, then Prince Charles, used this to launch a charity called the Princess Trust to help disadvantaged youth. He used his Navy severance pay to start off the charity. So,
Wow.
good on you. Good on you, Prince. King Charles, I should say. King Charles. Oh, king. He's only a king for 2 of them, I guess, at this moment, anyway. All right. We have one category left, that being UK folklore. Where are we going, Trevor?
Well, let's do 400 for UK folklore.
All right. This folk song from the Tyneside, Northumberland, tells of a woman desperately hoping for a southerly wind to blow her lover over the sea back to her. That is Blow the Wind Southerly. Chris, being our lone UK player, are you familiar with that song at all?
I keep telling you this. Richard is more British than I will ever be.
You just have the accent, right?
Yes, I play very well.
You just got the accent. That's fair. Okay. Well, we've got 3 choices left. Which one first, Trevor?
600 for E-Extreme Book.
Okay, here we go. There is a lot of uncertainty surrounding this folk song. Many believe that it was composed by King Henry VIII for his lover and future Queen consort Anne Boleyn. That is Greenfleet.
Oh, really?
I think we know that one, right?
I know that one.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know the backstory to that one, but I think we're familiar with the song anyway. So, all right, 800 or 1,000.
Let's do 800.
800. This song about a young thief sentenced to life in an Australian penal colony exemplifies the transportation ballad. This 18th century genre served as a warning to young men and women against crime and bad company. The Whitby Lab.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, not sure. Again, this was supposed to be three guys and or lady from the UK playing, so I thought Dublin might be able to pull that one out of their hat. Not so much. We've got one question left, and it is not coming up as the double. I'm not sure. I thought I had checked that. So we'll add a extra double to the next round. Sound fair?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so with that said, with its emotive themes of love and heartbreak, this lyrical song laments the trials of love, which associates with the image of the river that separates two lovers. It can trace its roots back to the 17th century in Scotland. That is The Water is Wide, Oh Wally Wally.
I mean, it was a big Clado song then.
It just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
All right. So that category's done. And so is the first round. So with that said, the first round is complete. Trevor's got 4,800. Richard has 2,200. Chris, you're not in the hole. You've still got a shot, my friend, and you get to go first in the next round. So don't go anywhere, anyone. We will be right back after this. All right, we are back, everyone, after a quick break. Make sure you check out some of those VC channels, and there are lots and lots and lots of other ones, including all three of my special guests today have their own. Let's start off with Chris Man. Chris Man, let's tell the folks a little bit about the Vinyl Man channel. I know you've got a great interview that you did a little bit ago that's up there that I watched, and I think a lot of people have caught on to. But tell the folks that maybe that haven't seen it yet what it's a little bit about, please.
So Jeff Collins, I used to work with, and he has worked for the BBC. He's worked for radio shows. He's worked for Sky Sports doing the football commentary. He's done pretty much everything. He goes behind the scenes, interviews Rush, Black Sabbath. He wrote the book for Rockfield with Oasis, Queen, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, you name it. He is interviewed. There was one interview on there you want to check out where he interviews Lemmy. And for every question, he's got to take a shot of Jack Daniels. Which was, he said that was kind of fun about 11 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, I started doing some interviews because I travel a lot with work. So I've been doing charity shop pickups, interviewing record store owners going forward. And then sometimes I do a live stream on a Sunday. But that's pretty much my kid, to be honest. So
there you go. That's awesome. And your charity of choice is the South Pembrokeshire Cat Rescue because you've got your acting like what the heck? Let's have a cat charity, right? And then proceeds will go in your name when you come back and win it to the South Pembrokeshire Cat Rescue. What's your cat's name? Because I can't remember right now.
I got two cats. One is called Brian.
Right.
from Family Guy for some reason, even though he's a dog. And the other one is called Charlie after King Charles.
There you go. Perfect. All right. So again, if you come back and win this one, proceeds to go to the Pembrokeshire Cat Rescue. Stop this in your head. You never know. There's double JoePardy's to go. There's lots of stuff going on. Let's go to Richard. Richard, what's going on the vinyl catalog these days?
On again, off again. I participate in a lot of live streams, but I'm also right now kind of going through all of these records behind me and doing a vintage vinyl revisit of just looking A, B, C, D, E, all the way to the end of the alphabet. I'm up to G now. Yeah, I'm in the process of doing G. I just pull 5 interesting albums that I have not listened to in decades sometimes and talk about them. And it's been really interesting to delve into the stuff I haven't listened to in a long time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's nice to bring out some of the old classics when we can, right? So that's great. Let's get your charity up there. There we go. The Food Bank of the Rockies. Just a great cause, of course. Any food bank, and folks, this happens to be the one that is close to Richard, but donate to your food bank if you're watching it as well. But it was a good cause, correct?
Correct, 100%.
Perfect. All right, so there you go. And Trevor, what's up on Flat, Round, and Spun? I don't know if there's been new content. Has there been in the last? I know there's been in the last while, but not recent. I don't think.
Oh, I am the anti-prolific DCer. No, I've said as many times. I just want to put out stuff when I have actually something to say. So I won't get on my soapbox.
But you get on.
There are a couple things I do want to get done this week, but time is needed. So
Perfect. And then let's do your charity as well. And I thank you personally as a gentleman that suffers a little bit from arthritis. I'm not sure if that's something that you're dealing with at your young age, or if you've got some family members, or why you chose that one exactly.
Well, not to make it a somber thing, my mother got diagnosed with rheumatism at the age of 26 and succumbed to those complications at the age of 41. So, and rheumatism isn't just a bone joint thing. It's also a muscular one. For her, it was her lungs. So she had rheumatoid lung, what it's called. And I was just whenever you brought up the charity thing, I had to really think about it and try to make it something meaningful. So there you go.
Perfect. That's wonderful. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And so we're going to make a nice donation in the name of the winner of this episode to the charity of their choice. If there's anyone out there that would like to sponsor the show, I'm not calling it for me, but I will. If somebody wants to sponsor the show, we'll talk about you a little bit, but we'll also donate whatever you want to the charity of the winner as well, if you want to add to that. And of course, folks, if you're out there, help out all 3 of those charities as well. All right, so let's go back to our board. Let's bring out our board. There is that. Let's get everybody in the right spot. I think everybody's in the right spot. They are in the right spot. Look at that. Almost like I knew what I was doing. Almost. Let's not get carried away, Joe, because we have a whole other round to go here. And it is round 2 of Rock and Roll JoePardy. Chris is going to pick first, and these are the categories that he is going to pick from. First up is the Commonwealth, bands from Commonwealth countries, including us Canadians, and there's quite a few still. So we've got that. We've got Blurred UK albums. So the Blurred albums, we've had that category before. This will just happen to be all bands from the United Kingdom. UK festivals, big festivals in the United Kingdom, of which there are 30. The Secret Policeman's Ball. We talked about the Prince's Trust in the first round. This is also a charity show put on by the folks of the Monty Python troupe and musical guests in that. So it'll be questions relating to the Secret Policeman's Ball and possibly other ball. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I have to check with the writers to see what the questions are. Before they were stars, identify these UK rock stars by their early pictures. I'm going to show you an old picture. I just need to know who it is. And the last category is soundtracks of UK-based movies. So not necessarily UK artists, but movies that were based in the UK. I think it'll be fairly self-explanatory. So Chris, as you are a little behind, not that far, but a little behind, you get to go first in Rock and Roll JoePardy round 2. Where would you like to start, sir?
Let's go with the Commonwealth for 2000.
Commonwealth for 2000. Here we go. This sitar virtuoso from India became the world's best-known exponent of Indian classical music in the second half of the 20th century. Trevor.
Ravi Shankar.
Ravi Shankar is indeed correct, and he is from India, which is a Commonwealth country. So now we get the gist of the category. Okay, Trevor, you're in control of the board, sir.
The Commonwealth for 16.
Commonwealth for 16. Here we go. Many think this band is from Australia, when in fact they are actually from New Zealand. I probably should have had a little more to that question. That's bad writing. I'll talk to the writers about that. But yeah, Crowded House. I think a lot of people maybe think they're from Australia, but in fact are from New Zealand, which like Split Ends, everybody kind of thought they were from Australia, but they were from New Zealand. So bad writer. I'll yell at them later. My bad. Trevor, it is still your choice, please.
The Commonwealth, the 1200.
Commonwealth for 12. The Jamaican reggae legend whose music was a lasting global impact. Again, there could have been more than one, but we were looking specifically for Bob Marley in that one. Okay, this category is just, the answers are just flying off the top. But where would you like to go, Trevor?
Let's stick with this Commonwealth for 800.
For 800, okay. Australian rock band known for hard rock and heavy metal, achieving global fame with hits like Back in Black and Thunderstruck. Trevor. Yes. I will accept that. Yes, that is an acceptable answer.
Sure.
So much like you have to word it in the form of a question, you will have to actually show on the bottom of your mug the answer to every question. Okay, maybe not. Yes, AC/DC. So there, we got one in the Commonwealth. Where would you like to go?
Let's finish it off. Commonwealth 400.
400. Okay. Canadian rock band known for progressive rock, complex compositions, and influential albums such as 2112 and Moving Pictures. Richard. Rush. That is, in fact, Rush. You are correct. All right, so that's it for the Commonwealth. We got a couple out of that one. Anyway, we got a couple out of that one, right? Richard, it's your choice. Where would you like to go?
I'm going to go to UK festivals for 1200.
UK festivals for 1200. Here we go. This was an annual festival held in the castle grounds in Tamworth, organized by the charity Just One Life. Richard.
Donegan?
Incorrect.
Held in the castle ground.
Not the best known one, I don't think, but that is the Midlands Music Festival. So maybe not the biggest one, but with that said, Richard, your choice still, please.
Okay, I'm going to go backwards. Let's do UK festivals for 800.
For 800. Okay, here we go. All right, we actually have the double Jeopardies in this round. So you are at 1,400. You can wager up to 2,000 though, because that is the highest amount in this in this round.
I will just wager 1,000.
All right, for 1,000, we'll lock that in and set the wager. So this one is just for Richard. This is an open-air rock and metal festival held each June since 2003 at Donington Park in Leicester, England.
Me.
Oh, it's the one I was thinking of earlier, too. I'm going to go Kerrang! Music Festival, but I don't think that's it.
That is incorrect. Is the Download Festival. Chris, you had that one, did you?
Yeah. I've been. Yeah.
Ben? Yeah. Well, there you go.
I watched Slipknot and Rammstein.
Would have been a good one. Yeah, that would have worked. All right. So Richard knocked you back just a little bit. Not that bad, but it is still your choice, please.
Okay, I'll go UK Festivals for 1,600, please.
Okay, for 16 UK festivals. The festival first occurred in July 1974 when the Allman Brothers Band, the Doobie Brothers, and other artists attracted 60,000 people. It happened irregularly under several different names until 2022. Trevor.
Nebworth?
Nebworth is correct. Yes.
Wow, well done.
Yeah. Where is that one, Chris? I'm not sure where Nebworth is held.
London. Is it London? Nebworth is in London, I think. Yeah, I may be wrong.
I believe you. All right. Excuse me. Okay, Trevor, your choice, please. You got that one.
I'm feeling festive, so let's stick with weekday festivals for 2,000.
Festivals for 2000. Here we go. This international jazz festival is held annually in June in the Merchant City. The main open-air stage is situated in George Square, with the main internal base being the newly refurbished old fruit market part of the City Hall complex. You got to be, I guess, a little familiar with Glasgow, and then that would actually kick in. And so, but again, it was the 2,000 point question. So
True.
It's supposed to be a little harder. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, I knew it was that when you said cheese.
Jazz. I'm out. Not to throw one jazz festival in there. There's probably more than one. So, okay. Trevor, your choice, please, still, sir.
Let's do Blurred UK albums for 400.
Okay. Blurred UK albums. Again, as soon as you guys can see it, you're able to ring in. I don't have to activate the buzzers. Here we go. Album title, please. Chris.
Is it Blue Park Life?
It is Blur Park Life. A little ironic that it's blurred album titles and it's Blur, right?
Thank goodness for that.
You know, that's about as ironic as never mind. You got it right, though.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, no, that's completely different category. But yes, that was Blur and Parklight. I will accept. I need the album title, by the way. And I mean, if you got the band, great. There's no bonus points, but I need the album title, please. Chris, your choice, please.
Yeah, keep going. It's great, Andres.
All right. Blurred UK albums for 800. Here we go. That is Dusty Springfield, Dusty in Memphis. Such a great album. I listened to that a little while ago. That is a very, very good album with the with the Memphis sound. So, okay, Chris, your choice still, please.
Yeah, it's got Blurred for 1,200.
Blurred albums for 12. Here we go. I really did blur those ones, didn't I? I should, yeah. I should have had hard blurred album covers, but that is 10cc from Manchester, because that was one of my answers in the original that I did far back in the day for the vinyl tag. Not that anybody needed to know any of that, but Deceptive Bends by 10cc. All right, Chris, where to?
1600 Blurred UK album. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It is the second of the daily doubles in the second round of JoePardy. So you've got 8, but you can wager up to 2,000.
I'll go $20.
He'll go 20. Okay, that's fair. It is points though, but not dollars. Remember. Here we go for 20 points. You know this one now, but anyway. Okay, so this one's just for Chris. Here we go. You just have to tell me.
Okay. It's the Who.
What album?
It's the Baked Beans one.
Bean Blonde. Okay, let's 1 second here. Let's see. Judges, are we going to accept the Who and the Baked Beans? I guess the judges say they will accept the Baked Bean album. Yes. Yeah, we'll give you that one. Okay, so that was for 20. Right. So actually it looked like it counted it for 2,000. You were at, what the hell were you at? 800? Yeah, you were at 800. Yeah. So 800
minus 1,200 now, just to save baked beans.
All right. But we're gonna put you at, because I think you were at 800, right?
I thought it was at 2,000, but there we are. Never mind.
Well, don't screw with those. He's not that smart. 800. So it took off 1,600. So we have to add that back in. I think you're at 2,400. That's where you're at now. And if we don't start talking, the judges are still thinking. The judges are still here. The judges are confused. There you're at minus 2,400 now. Let's go. There. Okay. So how about that? We've got that figured out as best we can. You did get it right in theory. So where would you like to go?
I just finished it off as it.
All right. Blurred UK albums for 2,000.
I'm not seeing the game board.
I'm not seeing anything either.
Not seeing. Okay. Where did? Oh, yeah, right. Because we went to the judges. My bad. Okay. I don't know if I can redo that. Okay. I'm going to leave it up there. And so as soon as you guys can see it, well, it's not blurred anymore. Hold on. You got to fix this. Please hold.
It's like being in a lift. Everybody goes quiet.
Okay, that one's just not going to count because I can't bring it back. I thought I could bring it back. So nobody got it. Nobody gets to get it. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. If there's not technical difficulties, it's not one of these episodes, because I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do it all, and it's going okay, I think. But anyway, Chris, still your choice, please, sir.
Should we finish off UK festivals?
Okay, UK festivals, 400. Here we go. This one, most known as a 5-day festival of contemporary performing arts held near Pilton, Somerset, England, in most summers. Chris.
That will be Glastonbury.
That is, in fact, Glastonbury. You are correct. Yeah, very nice. So, all right. So you're on the board. You're doing okay now. So, where to? You got that one right.
I think we'll go with soundtracks. Let's start at 400.
Okay, soundtracks of UK-based movies. I will need the movie that this is from, please. Or, no, I can't remember how I worded it. We'll see in a second. We'll all figure it out together. Here we go. This is a 1996 British dark comedy drama filmed directly by Danny Boyle and starring Ewan McGregor, and Swanee Lee Miller. I do need the movie, please. Chris.
Train spotting.
That is correct. Train spotting, yes. So, UK movie with a lot of UK artists, but not everybody. Okay.
Good soundtrack too.
Yeah, very good soundtrack. Yeah, I agree. Very good. Okay. Soundtracks of UK. Well, no, where are we going? I'm not picking. Here we go.
Yeah, you picked Joe. We'll go 800 again.
Okay, good. I knew you were going to go there. Yeah, just knew that. Here. This is a 1979 British drama film based on the Who's 1973 rock opera of the same name. Richard.
Tommy.
Incorrect. Trevor.
Quadrophenia.
Quadrophenia. Yes.
Shoot.
The dates, I think, were the dates for the giveaway there a little bit.
Yeah.
Or at least the definer, the dates were. So, all right. Trevor, your choice, please.
Let's stick with soundtracks of UK-based movies for 1,200.
Well, here we go. This is a 2008 crime comedy film written and directed by Guy Ritchie, featuring an ensemble cast that includes Gerard Butler and Tom Wilkinson.
Rockabye.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Nose and Gates throwing me off.
Yeah.
So you kind of had it, but the judges aren't giving you this one.
No, I know.
I knew it was like that. Like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Rock and Roll was the third one. Yeah.
Yeah, it all fits in there. Exactly. So, yes, but it was a rock and rolla. So, with that said, nobody got that. So, Trevor, your choice still, please.
Let's stick with soundtracks for 1,600.
16 soundtracks of UK-based movies. Here we go. Set in country Durham in northeast England during the 1984-85 miners' strike, this film is about a working-class boy who has a passion for the ballet. Richard.
Billy Elliot.
Willie Elliott is correct. Yes.
We'll love that movie.
Yeah, very good movie. Very good movie. And good soundtrack as well. Okay, Richard, you're out of the hole, and it's your choice, please, sir.
Let's do soundtracks for 2000.
Soundtracks for 2. Here we go. In the north side of Dublin, Ireland, Jimmy Rabbitte is a young music fanatic who aspires to manage an Irish soul and roll band in the tradition of 1950s and 60s African-American recording artists. Richard.
Commitment.
The Commitments is correct. Yes. And that is a fantastic soundtrack. I think all of those fell into that category of being very good soundtracks. All right. There you go. So that does it for that category. We've got a couple left. Richard, it's your choice, please.
Let's try Before They Were Stars for 800.
Okay. Before They Were Stars for 800. Again, these are pictures of young pictures of artists. And as soon as it comes up, you're going to be able to buzz in. Here we go. That was Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. And I don't know if they're necessarily high school pictures or not, but they're older pictures of them. And I guess you can see it a little bit. That first one was pretty grainy, but that was the best that I could find of Dickinson. So, okay, where to, Richard?
Let's try 400, Before They Were Stars.
Okay, Before They Were Stars, 400. Here we go. Trevor.
Freddie Mercury.
Is Mr. Mercury. You are correct. I think that parts of it might have given it away. Possibly. Hey,
The hairstyle.
it was the hairstyle. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. But yes, that was Freddie. Okay. Trevor, your choice, please.
Let's stick with Before They Were Stars for 2000.
For 2000. Okay, Before They Were Stars for 2000. Here we go. Trevor.
John Michael Osborne, otherwise known as Ozzy.
Otherwise known as Ozzy. That is correct. Yes. Yeah.
I know I've seen that picture before. It's like he's
Yeah, that was Ozzy when he was a kid. So looked like a pretty cleaned up young man there in his suit and stuff. So okay. Where to, Trev?
Before They Were Stars for 1600.
16. Okay, here we go. Chris.
Screw it, Bono.
Incorrect. Incorrect. It is a UK star. That was Sir Elton back in the day.
Close. It was close.
You were close. Yeah, you were close. That's right. Okay. Trevor,
Trevor,
your choice, please.
Let's clean up Before They Were Stars for 1200.
All right, here we go. Trevor.
Ian Kilmister, otherwise known as Lemmy.
Correct. That's great. Yep, that is Lemmy. So there you go. I think I do actually. I think not in this game, but in one of the other episodes, I do have their real names actually. So maybe that will come up when we play again. So, but yes, that was Lemmy. Okay. So we got one category left, the one that we were all staying away from. But where would you like to go first?
The Secret Policeman's Ball for 400.
For 400. Okay. Notable performances include this Genesis drummer delivering early versions of In the Air Tonight and The Roof is Leaking. Richard.
Phil Collins.
That is correct. Phil Collins is correct, yes. This was Amnesty International, I believe, if I remember correctly, Secret Policeman's Other Ball. Though with guys from Python, and then they had their rock star friends come and they did some skits and they sang some songs and made some money. So, okay, where to, Richard?
Let's do 800, please.
Secret Policeman's Ball for 8. The Secret Policeman's Ball featured numerous prominent rock acts, beginning with this artist's solo from his meets in his influential solo acoustic performance in '79, which included stripped-down renditions of The Who's songs such as Pinball Wizard and Won't Get Fooled Again. Trevor.
Pete Townsend?
Pete Townsend is correct. And
Oh, wow.
a very long-winded question, not spoken well by the host, but yes, you got it. Pete Townsend. Where to? Which one?
Yeah, just go with 1200.
1200. Here we go. This was a fundraiser. Which charity?
I don't even understand the question.
Trevor.
Did we just say it was Amnesty International?
Yeah.
It was me. I forgot it was a question coming up, but yes. So prove at least that one of you listens to me.
This is like that game show in the UK where it's like, I just told you the answer. And yeah.
And he still doesn't listen.
Just not, I don't listen to me most of the time either. So that's fair. All right, we've got 2 left, 16 or 2000.
Let's go for broke with 2000.
All right, for 2000, The Secret Policeman's Ball. Eric Clapton and this artist performed together, showcasing their collaboration on tracks like Farther Up the Road and 'Cause We've Ended as Lovers. It had a little bit of guitar in it. It was Clapton and Jeff Beck. So And the last one, 1600. Here we go. The Secret Policeman's Ball. Building on the success of Pete Townshend's 1979 appearance, Lewis recruited other rock musicians to perform at the 1981 follow-up called This. The show included Sting, Phil Collins, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, Donovan, and Bob Geldof. Trevor.
The Secret Policeman's Other Ball.
That is correct. Yes. The Secret Policeman's Other Ball. Yes. There you go. So that is going to do it for the second round. Trevor got 17,200 points. Richard at 3,600. Chris has 400. So everybody gets to play final JoePardy. We're going to give you guys the chance to make your wagers. And you do that, and we will be right. My bad. Hold on. You got to know the category. 1 second. Stop. Before you make your wager, the category is Monty Python films. So there, now make your wager, and we'll be right back. There you go. If you would like to host your own version of this little dog and pony show, go to bazinga.io and you can make up your own boards and you can play other boards that are up there, including this one. Once it's done, I put it up into the archives. So if you happen to be watching this and you want to be the host and play along with your friends, you can do that. So go check out bazinga.io. All right. So with that said, as we head into final JoePardy, Monty Python films is the category. Let's look at the clue now that everybody has their wager in. According to Terry Gilliam, the Pythons turned to rock bands like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin for financing the Holy Grail. They also had previously mentioned this rock star, whose middle name is Hercules, that they also contributed to the film. So 30 seconds, folks. I need the star's name that also contributed to the film. Here we go. All right. Richard's just, maybe you got to hit enter still, Richards, maybe. There we go. All right. Everybody's got their wager. Everybody's got their answer. So once again, according to Terry Gilliam, the Pythons turned to rock bands like Floyd and Led Zeppelin for the financing for Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They also previously mentioned this rock star, whose middle name is Hercules, that they contributed to the film. So let's see. First up, it's going to be Chris. Chris, let's see what your answer was. Me? No, I did not. But, you know, if they would have asked, I probably would have kicked in a little bit anyway. That was like the original GoFundMe, I suppose, was the Monty Python guys going for it. So, no, that is incorrect. Not that I wouldn't have, but how much did you wager? You wagered 1 point. So that leaves you $3.99. All right. Richard's Vinyl Tap House. Let's see what Richard came up with. Richard has no clue, but a large number of exclamation points. That is also incorrect. Let's see what Richard wagered. Richard wagered 500 points. Incorrect. Yeah, that leaves us with Trevor from Flat, Round, and Spring. Let's see what Trevor.
It's wrong. I know what it is now.
It's wrong, but I think he was also part of it. Yes, it is in fact not George Harrison. The answer was, we wagered 2,000 points, so incorrect. The actual answer that we were looking was Sir Elton John. Was middle name is Hercules, and that he was also part of it. But Harrison was, but I don't think George Hercules Harrison. I don't think that's correct, right?
Harrison was part of Life of Brian.
Yes, that's right. They
Actually in the movie too, if you look real close.
yeah, exactly. So, all right. So with that said, our winner in this UK edition of Rock and Roll JoePardy with 15,200 points is Trevor. Trevor, congratulations. I will be making a donation in your name to the Arthritis Foundation. And again, if somebody would like to help out, please do so. Help out all of the charities. I should have mentioned this earlier. If you're still with me, the little QR code up in the corner takes you to my email. If you would like to be a participant, a contestant on Rock and Roll JoePardy, that will take you right to my email. Send me an email. So with that said, gentlemen, thank you so much for playing along the UK edition. I hope to have you back again soon, and we'll do this all over again. Trevor will get a one-time champion badge for future episodes. So there you go. All right, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back, everyone.
This has been a Racer Records build. Tune in again in 2 weeks for the next exciting round of Racer Records VC game show, Rock and Roll JoePardy.